Vivo V40 na may Zeiss lenses. This is something new, pero is there really a Zeiss advantage compared to the Vivo V30? Well, yan po yung aalamin natin sa video na to kung sulit nga ba yung 25,990 pesos nyo as of the time of making this video para dito sa phone na to. And since marami na pong gumawa ng unboxing video na to, skip natin yung part na yon. Diretso na tayo sa discussion tungkol sa phone. So let's start with the design and build quality nito. So it still has a very slim design, similar to the V30. Curved edge pa rin yung display natin. Pero pinaka nagustuhan ko dito is that na-maintain niya yung slim design niya even though this has a bigger battery capacity at 5,500 mAh and more on that later. And it's also the same thing from last year na Shot Alpha pa rin yung gamit nila as their screen protection para sa front panel nila. And then yung back panel natin, it depends kung anong version ang kukunin mo. If you're getting the silver one, medyo may pagkamadulas siya and very slightly glossy. So makikita nyo, meron pa ring slight fingerprint smudges kung ito yung design na kukunin nyo. Pero pag yung paborito kong purple color ang pinili nyo, meron tayong textured back panel. So that means hindi po ito kapitin ng dumi. Pwede nyo gamitin without a case. But of course, I'm pretty sure marami pa rin sa inyo ang gagamit ng case para dito. Pero again, just for me, pwedeng-pwede na sa akin na gamitan to na walang case. But again, that's just my personal preference. Another welcome addition dito is that meron na tayong dual speakers para dito. So naka-stereo mode na tayo. Yun nga lang dahil very slim yung design niya, hindi rin po ganun kalakas yung speakers niya, but it's still better than a mono speaker setup from last year. And makikita nyo dito sa top part, binibida pa rin ito yung pagiging magaling nila sa portrait shots. But moving on, pag-usapan na natin yung software nito. So meron pa rin itong Android 14 with FunTouch OS 14 and marami pa rin tayong pre-installed apps dito na pwede nyo namang i-uninstall once you use your phone. I guess this is just their way para mapababa ng konti yung presyo, yung partnership or tie-ups nila with these pre-installed apps. Pero again, at least pwede nating ma-uninstall once we set up our device. And of course, dahil meron tayong AI craze, nilagyan na rin nila to ng ilan sa mga AI features. Isa sa mga paborito ko dito is yung AI image eraser nila. And this one, nakikita nyo naman, very effective yung AI image eraser tool nila. And yes, this is a similar feature na nakikita nyo na from other Android flagship devices and at least it trickled down here sa mid-range device ni Vivo. Moving on naman to the display, meron tayong 6.7 inches na AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. Naka-widevine level 1 na, so that means full HD resolution kung Netflix ang papanoorin nyo on this device. At dahil meron tayong 120Hz refresh rate, that means yung pag-scroll natin, whether we're just reading a manga, browsing Facebook, or watching YouTube videos, will look really smooth dito. But of course, there's always a disclaimer pagdating sa 120Hz kasi kahit na iset natin siya na naka-on palagi, there are still applications na hindi nag-i-implement ng full 120Hz. So kung nag-check kayo ng refresh rate and hindi siya pumalo dun sa app na ginagamit nyo at 120Hz, don't worry kasi ang tawag po dyan is adaptive refresh rate. So binabagay niya lang po sa mga applications na kailangan talaga ng high refresh rate. But anyway, magugustuhan niya talaga yung display nito kahit na naka-curved edge siya. Maganda po yung color reproduction, yung contrast is infinite. Black is truly black. Now, sa usapang performance naman, meron tong Snapdragon 7 Gen 3. Now, you would think, whoa, wait a minute. It's the same as the V30s. And you're correct. Pareho lang po yung chipset na ginamit dito. So, asahan niyo po, lampas 800,000 ang 2 benchmark points yung makukuha nyo sa 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme Stress Test. Ganun pa rin. Lampas 1,000 yung loop score and very stable yung performance. And also, yung hottest temperature recorded natin during the test is 46 degrees Celsius. But how about sa actual performance? Siyempre, tinest pa rin natin to sa ilang mga games tulad ng Genshin Impact, Firelight 84, and Honor of Kings. So simulan natin sa Genshin Impact. Nakaset tayo sa highest graphical settings and ang nakuha nating average frame rate is around 42 to 47 FPS with a maximum temperature of 42 degrees Celsius. That's not bad. And hindi lang po saglit na gameplay experience to kasi may mga times na naglaro ko ng close to 1 hour diretso na Genshin Impact. And talagang solid yung FPS na nakukuha ko with this device. Surprisingly, kasi very slim siya and it's not really meant to be a gaming phone, but still, you can game on this kahit na AAA title like Genshin Impact with still very decent temperatures. Sa Farlight 84 naman, uma-average lang ako ng 37 FPS dito. Still very respectable pagdating sa gameplay experience considering na naka-highest graphical settings pa rin ako for this game. And sa Honor of Kings naman, kahit na naka-screen recording tayo, umaabot pa rin ng lampas 120 FPS ang nakukuha ko. So kung mga MOBA games lang naman yung lalaroin nyo, well, maning-mani lang po yan dito sa Vivo V40. And of course, kung mga regular apps lang naman yung gagamitin nyo, like social media browsing, magtitingin lang ng mga photos, ng videos, basic lang po yan dito, hindi po pagpapawisan yung phone na to. But I'm sure the most important thing that you want to hear about is yung performance ito pagdating sa camera. How is it as a mid-range device na camera phone? Well, I must say, it's really good. Andun pa rin yung Vivo signature colors na makukuha natin, yung vivid mode niya. Makikita natin, nandun yung warmth ng image, yung medyo higher contrast na by default, na pwede nyo namang i-adjust now that we have the Zeiss natural mode. So kung gusto nyong mas closer to reality, nakukuha nating photos without much adjustments from the vivid mode ni Vivo, well, you can use that mode. Pero sa mga samples na pinapakita ko sa inyo right now, naka-Zeiss Vivid Mode po tayo. Maganda po yung dynamic range niya. Although napapansin ko na pag medyo bright talaga yung environment, medyo tumataas or mas nagiging aggressive yung HDR niya. Sulit na lang nito mga samples ko dito sa basketball court. But otherwise, with the right lighting conditions, maganda po yung overall colors na makukuha natin with this device. And of course, you can expect very sharp po talaga yung images natin. Yun nga lang, mapapansin nyo no, na may default na beautification or enhancement sa skin tones or sa skin ng mga tao na subject natin. And mapapansin nyo po talaga yan na medyo kumikinis yung mukha natin kahit na yung gamit natin is yung main camera. And I also really like na yung ultra-wide nila has a consistent color tone with the main camera. So hindi natin mapapansin gaano yung difference and high quality rin po yung makukuha natin with the ultra-wide lens. Pagdating naman sa night shots, as long as may decent light source pa rin tayo, maganda pa rin yung kalalabasan na image. It might be a little bit softer and sometimes may mga noise na mapapansin sa image natin. Pero very typical naman yon for camera phones, lalo na pag mas madilim talaga yung environment. Now, where you will really see the Zeiss advantage is pagdating sa portrait mode. Kasi nandun po lahat ng bokeh filters na available usually for the flagship Vivo phones. And dyan po tayo makakapili ng iba't ibang Zeiss bokeh effect and it's very effective. Nakigamit lang po ako ng samples ni Poltech kasi mas maganda yung nakuhanan niyang samples versus the samples that I got pagdating sa bokeh effect ng iba-ibang Zeiss filters. However guys, just for full transparency, meron akong napansin na hindi ko napansin from the previous V-series na na-review ko, and that is with the bokeh effect or yung cutout natin. So with the V40, surprisingly, hindi siya kasing perfect or kasing ganda ng cutouts from the previous V-series na nasubukan ko. And sobrang obvious ito. So ito po yung mga pinapakita ko samples. Pagdating sa subjects na may natural hair or buhok talaga ng tao, medyo nahihirapan siya lalo pag buhok ng babae. So makikita nyo dito pag zoom in talaga natin sa subject, ayan, may mga rough edges siya. And again, this is something na hindi ko napansin from previous V-series models. But I'm confident that this is something that can be fixed through a software update. So let's all cross our fingers na magkaroon tayo ng update just to address this specific issue. Yung selfie camera naman ito is very decent. Yung mga photos na makukuha natin, sakto lang po yung details. And pagdating sa video recording, parehong 4K 30 FPS ang makukuha natin with the rear camera and the selfie camera. And so far, decent naman yung quality ng 4K 30 FPS nito. But you just have to take note na hindi po video recording ang main focus ng Vivo for the V-series. It's more on the photos. So don't expect too much pagdating sa video recording. It's still very decent. Pwede nyo pa rin i-upload, of course, on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube. Very usable pa rin yung footage na yan. But of course, sana in the future magkaroon na yung V-series ng 60 FPS at 4K. Hey guys! 4K 30fps selfie video, handheld lang po tayo with the V40. And this is what you're gonna get. Naka 0.8 na focal length po tayo. So switch tayo to the normal na 1x. Ito po yung normal na focal length natin. Pero you can go a little bit wider with the 0.8. And then, pwede pang mag-zoom in ng konti, no? Actually, pwede mag-zoom in up to 2x. So yun po yung 2x zoom natin. At all digital zoom lang po, syempre. Pero ayan, yung makukuha natin. And then, let's go back to 1x. And then 0.8. Again, sagarin natin 2x. Back to 0.8 para lang may idea kayo kung gaano ka-wide yung pwede for the selfie video. What do you guys think about the audio and about the shakiness? Ito, sinishake ko with my right hand. Let's see kung gaano ka-shaky yung video pag nasishake talaga yung hawak natin. And bago tayo mag-move on to the next topic, di natin makakalimutan, meron pa rin tayong Aura Light feature which has become a staple para sa V series ng Vivo. It's still very useful. It serves as your fill light, lalo na pag madilim yung scenario, pwedeng-pwede nyo magamit yung warm tone or yung cooler tone ng Aura Light nito. So kahit kulang tayo sa lighting, pwedeng-pwede pa rin tayo mag-shoot ng mga portrait shots. Now finally, pag-usapan naman natin yung battery nito. How were they able to increase the battery capacity from 5,000 mAh sa V30 up to 5,500 mAh dito sa V40. And that's because of the silicon carbon na ginamit nila dito. And this is not your typical lithium-ion or lithium polymer na battery. So asahan po natin yan na mas marami pa pang phones ang lalabas na may silicon carbon na battery type and ma-phase out eventually yung lithium-ion. And with 5,500 mAh, meron pa rin tayong 80 watts na fast charger na kasama dito. And kung casual users lang kayo, hindi naman kayo sagad-sagad sa gaming dito sa phone nyo, pwede pong mag-last ng over a day yung battery endurance ng Vivo V40. Again, nakadepende po yan sa paggamit nyo, whether you're using mobile data or baka naman naka-Wi-Fi lang kayo all day. So panigurado, maglalast po talaga yung battery nito pag mas matipid din yung paggamit nyo. So nakadepende talaga yung battery endurance or battery life niya sa usage nyo. Oh, and monte kung makalimutan guys, meron din pala tong IP68/IP69 na ingress protection. So that means pwedeng-pwede po itong mabasa. Hindi po kayo mag-aalala na masisira agad siya or mapapasukan siya ng tubig ng basta-basta. O yun nga lang guys, kahit na IP68/IP69 yung ingress protection nito, basahin nyo pa rin yung fine print doon sa website ni Vivo mismo kasi nakalagay doon na yung testing nila is of course in a controlled environment and nakasaad rin po doon na nag-wear out po yung ingress protection niya over time. So wala pong forever lalo na sa ingress protection. So yun po yung review natin ng Vivo V40 and we're gonna answer the question, is there a size difference? Well, not so much. Meron lang po tayong additional Zeiss natural filter and of course the Zeiss bokeh effects. But yung overall feel, yung overall quality na nakuha natin with the V40 doesn't really scream na sobrang laki ng advantage ng Zeiss optics dito sa phone na to. That means kung naka Vivo V30 ka, your phone is still very much good for a few more years. And kung naka Vivo V29 ka, solid pa rin yan. Siguro yung mga 2 years or older na devices, pwede nyo i-consider itong Vivo V40. Pero again, kung naka V29 ka, V30 ka, there is no reason to upgrade dito sa Vivo V40. But if you're just looking for a new phone na maganda yung camera, pagdating sa photos, decent yung video capability, and maganda yung performance, slim design, maganda yung ingress protection niya, maganda yung IP rating, maganda yung display, well, this is definitely one of the best mid-range devices that you can consider right now. So I highly recommend this phone lalo na para sa mga camera-centric users. Kung gusto nyo makabili ng Vivo V40 and gusto nyo makita yung updated prices, Lahat po ng links nandyan sa description box kung saan yung official na mabibili yung phone na to. And kung nakatulong tong video na to sa'yo, ano lang ba yung mag-like, comment, and subscribe ka na dito sa channel natin para maabot natin yung goal natin na 300,000 subscribers before the year ends. And kung gusto mo pang manood ng mga videos ko, may mga ililink po ako dyan, panigurado magugustuhan yung mga yan. So hanggang sa susunod, ako nga pala ulit si Janus ng Pinoy Techdad. Kita-kita ulit tayo.
'Cause I will be with you every second of my